There's not a single day that passes without you on my mind. Not even 1 minute can end up before you come around. I yearn for the days when I see your face.
Hello, Simply Passionate Life. It's Precious K. Devin, and we are here at the secret garden party for the beauty campaign. Y'all know I've been talking about this for weeks, and we are super duper excited. Stay tuned. We have a wonderful speaker, great activities. You don't want to miss the next secret garden party.
Some of you may already know that this is the Beauty Campaign's event, and the Beauty Campaign is a women's empowerment organization that endeavors to teach the how-tos of self-love, cultivating your beauty from within, and essentially seeing yourself through the eyes of Christ. The way we do that is by way of, we have global virtual campaigns. Has anybody ever seen the Beauty campaign ever online? Awesome. That's one of the ways that we have endeavored to reach the world, to reach women and build women from the inside out. And then the other way is we host secret garden parties. And I'm so glad that you guys are here at the first secret garden party that the Beauty Campaign has had. And so this is just a women's empowerment meetup. My business mentor told me that no one knows what the secret garden party is. It sounds cute. And so I'm thankful that you guys have come on the court of it sounding cute, or maybe even knowing a little bit about it. But the secret garden party is a time for us to get together as women, encourage one another, and we look at it as, we go to a garden, because in gardens you have to cultivate them for things to grow, right? You have to plow, dig, seed, water, sunlight, all those good things. And so that's what we kind of do here. So the idea of it for me anyway, is to replenish that you may be replenished. And so actually, I am the curator and founder of the Beauty Campaign. My name is Andrea Josie. I know some people I don't know here. However, the founder of and the curator of the Secret Garden Party is my lovely sister, who also partners with me in this business. So I want her to come up and tell you guys a little bit about her idea for why we have this.
Okay, so for those who don't know me yet, my name is Valen Jolly. I have to get used to saying that because I was a Josie for so many years, but I'm married now, so I'm Valen Jolly. I'm her older sister. And again, Andrew actually started the Beauty Campaign about 4 years ago now, and it started as a campaign where women got together and we committed to cultivating our inner beauty. So we did things for our physical health, for our mental health, and for our spiritual health. The idea was that you would come to a welcoming atmosphere and you would connect authentically. Because it's one thing to kind of meet each other, follow each other on social media, but we wanted to connect authentically. And we called it secret, not because it's exclusive. You know, it's open to everyone who RSVPs, but not because it's exclusive, but because we wanted it to be a safe place for women to share. And for you to feel like you're in this environment. Once you leave, you know, we're not going to go telling whatever you told us to other people, but we wanted you to feel safe to share. And we want you all to leave reformed and have new self-insight, whatever it is. Even if it feels small, we want you to have new self-insight. It said that God created Adam in the garden, but it said that He fashioned Eve in the garden. And so we believe that we were fearfully and wonderfully made. Man too, but we are fearfully and wonderfully made. And so we want to encourage that. We want to make sure that we are, again, looking at ourselves through the eyes of God.
Alright, so the first thing that we usually do is introduce ourselves. So we're going to just get right into it. In true beauty camp culture, we like to talk. So if we could go around the room for about less than 1 minute each, I want you guys to tell your name, maybe even what you do and why you're here today. And then we'll get into girl chat. So we'll start.
Hello everybody!
Hello!
I'm not sure if I'm going to need that mic because I am loud. I'm honored to be here. Patricia Gregory is my name. My husband and I pastor Linked Up Church in Marietta, Georgia. Been in ministry.
Awesome.
Been in ministry for over 20 years and have done a myriad of things. And I want to be half of what you all did, but you know, that's my fantasy. From hairstylists, makeup artists, flying all over the world, bloggers, all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's just my imagination. Nevertheless, I'm excited to be here. I love everything about the Josie family. I've known the entire Josie family for a very, very long time. So to watch them blossom into the beautiful flowers garden that they are has been my pleasure and my delight. I'm looking forward to sharing even more about who I am and what's going on today in this society and who you are in a little bit.
Awesome.
And I'm gonna get to Precious. I actually met Precious via social media, and we had been going back and forth. And she said I'll cover the event, and she's just been awesome. So Precious, introduce yourself.
Hi everybody, my name is Precious K. Williams. The K is for Kofi because I'm Ghanaian. I'm not letting it go. And so yes, I'm the founder of Simply Passionate Life. It's a blog and a motivational speaking outlet for myself to teach people to be content. That every moment is a message. You just have to pay attention. I'm a mom of 2, wife of 1, and I'm a school counselor by day. I just love people and love helping people feel that God has given them all they need for the life they're currently living. So,
Awesome.
But I know that life's so fast, we can't always have it all. I wish that you were here.
Something like this. Yeah, I minister to women all the time. I've been booked for the past, I don't know how many weekends, and it's something special when someone takes out their time, their energy, their talents, and their resources, like real money, y'all, to sow into other people. So kudos to you. Oh, there you go, right there. Kudos to Valen, kudos to Andrew, lovely, lovely young women of God who cared enough about you to want to impart life to you. So, woo-hoo. Hey, everybody. Hey. How you doing? As you can see, well, no, let me first acknowledge, give yourselves a hand. You all look absolutely amazing, beautiful, all glorified. I don't see any little glimpses of glory. I see true glory in the room.
Amen.
And as you can see, I have on no makeup and I am in my pajamas. How about that? Andrew sort of stole the thunder a little bit of what I was going to do by having you all introduce yourselves, because you know, a lot of times we introduce ourselves by what we do, and in that we look for validation, and quite contrary, and what you do is good. What you do, what you've achieved, your accomplishments, that's good. But check this, it's not who you are. Because when you start talking about what you do, we talk about the good things that we do. But if we're conscious about what we do and we're not careful, in that inventory is the negative things that we've done. And so what ends up happening by default, if we function, live by, and are conscious of what we do, whether we talk about it good or whether we don't and rather hide it bad, we end up defaulting to a subcategory of acceptance and standards because of our mistakes, errors, or victimizations. So, you know, to the young lady who experienced the humiliation of all that happened to you, to, you know, victimization and rape, all those things, that's not who you are. But guess what? There is an environment and a God by which you can take all that's happened to you and what has been done and sow it as constant seeding for a harvest of your healing. Take out your cell phones. And, you know, I'm going to share a number with you. If you want to text me questions, that's fine. But I want you to put this number in your text, because I want you to text me, not including what you do, not including where you've come from, not including what you're wearing, your hair color, all that stuff. I want each of you to send me 3 words as to who you are. Word. Okay. Quick, somebody give me their word. Their 3 words.
Vibrant, servant.
Servant.
Loving.
Loving.
Compassionate. Godly.
Optimistic.
Dreamer.
Empowered.
Passionate. Beautiful. Generous.
Generous. When you all introduce yourself and talk about yourself, do you talk about who you are or what you do? Because that right there is a locator as to where your confidence lies. This is called the Secret Garden Party, and it's, the organization's name is the Beauty Campaign. And I couldn't help but to go back to the Garden of Eden. Eden, you made reference to that. And even though this is not a church service, I'm going to use this because beyond Christianity, most religions and beliefs acknowledge that life started, number one, by way of creation, but number two, out of that garden. Okay, so let me go back there. The word Eden itself is the Hebrew word that means beautiful. It means life. And so in God's eyes, our Creator, He says that anything that has life is beautiful in His sight. And if you want to go back with me, for some of you that may know the story, when He created Adam and Eve, mind you, Adam wasn't even in the garden. Adam was created in the field. And then it says, and then he went and created the Garden of Eden, and out of the Garden of Eden, all the Pison and Euphrates River, and the trees, and the beautiful gems, and gold, and bdellium, and onyx was created, and then down at the head of this river was flowers, and all the beautiful ornate things that make this world beautiful, original, and colorful, and floral as you are today. And then He says He took Adam and He placed him in the garden, and when He placed him in the garden, He brought before him all the animals 2 by 2. And when He brought the animals 2 by 2, Adam realized there's nothing here that looks like me. So it was out of a birth and a desire out of this man called Eden, God's perfect creation, that He said, you ain't fit yet. You're not even complete. And in God's completion of His creation, there's this being that He fashioned, as Mama Josie said, out of the garden. The only creation that was made in the garden was you. You woman, you ladies, you Miss Vibrant, you Miss Beautiful, you Miss Optimistic, you Miss Dreamer, you Miss Adventurous, you Miss I'm gonna get mine. It was you. And so when He made man and woman, He says, and they were naked and unashamed. And being naked and unashamed, that word unashamed, that word naked right there, that's one word. That's iron. I'm not gonna go into all this, but it actually meant pure, organic, without the extras. And as soon as, now we know the story, even Hollywood has popularized the story, because after she was made perfect and in all her glory, God's crowning jewel of the earth, this enemy came by way of her thought process as soon as she got off of the assembly line of creation and says, you're still not good enough. Because then He said, surely God didn't mean for you not to touch it. He just don't want you to be like Him. And so there has been this perpetual, resounding trumpet of life and society that blares and screams and markets that you're not good enough.
Yep.
Talked about the cosmetic industry. For you corporate people that are out there, what's the #1 money-making industry in America? Pharmaceuticals. What's number 2? Oil. What's number 3? The vanity industry.
Wow.
$386 billion a year. PopSugar.com says a woman on the average across this country alone spends about $11 a day on her face and on her hair. They say in a lifetime, just on makeup, a woman will spend about $15,000 in a lifetime just on makeup. We're not talking about toners, cleansers, face, or moisturizers, line eliminators, and bag reducers. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about the weaves, the perms, and the processing and all the extras that go along with this package. So I'm here in my pajamas, no makeup and hair barely done on purpose, because when you really think about it, I want it to be a physical representation of your true raw, authentic self. And I want to encourage you to get to this place where you can say, I can go out and I can have a reveal party all by myself to the man or woman that the man in this case, that is going to be the standard maker or the standard setter for me. See, ladies, a lot of times, one of the biggest issues that women have, or the biggest fear that a lot of women have, is the fear of being alone.
It's Precious KW.
And it's Dree from the Beauty Campaign.
Oh my God, y'all. We just went through this beautiful experience. I want Dree to tell us about herself and what we are doing here.
I'm the curator of the Beauty Campaign, and we just had our first Secret Garden Party of 2017, where we meet in a garden with beautiful women surrounded by a beautiful environment, and what we do is empower one another.
You guys, go follow the Beauty Campaign. We're about to have, you guys are about to be blown away by the images, the love. People didn't know each other, y'all, and they left crying and hugging. Oh, this woman is amazing, and y'all will see her on my channel more.
Yes, we're going to collab more, so please stay tuned. Go to the Beauty Campaign right now, thebeautycampaign.com, on Instagram, on all social handles.
Yes, and subscribe so you can see more from me. See y'all later. Bye.
There's not a